Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and we're having a fun time here in XRP land. XRP at the time I'm recording this up over 5%. XRP is the only coin that's in the green in the top 10 coins by market cap. By the way, in case anybody's curious, it is 2:11 a.m. Central Time, Monday, June 17th, 2024, at the time I'm recording this. And you love to see it. I'm going to share with you perspective from several different XRP chart analysts, including one who says, quote, XRP could explode at any second, end quote, and I'll tell you exactly why he's saying that. And as far as I'm concerned, because there's been a bit of a shakeout today for most of crypto, Bitcoin getting as low as, well, I'll show you the figure in a second. It got into the 65,000s. My stance changes 0%. We're in a bull market. Shakeouts happen. I firmly believe that Bitcoin and XRP, pick it. Everything's going to rally. I'm optimistic, though not literally certain, that we will see a greater breadth in terms of expansion in the stock market. I know certainly that history shows us the crypto asset class, as well as equities, they move in tandem. So I believe that this crypto asset class is going to follow. We will see a full-blown alt season, and that is the opportunity for us to achieve life-changing wealth. And with each day passing, of course, logic dictates we are that much closer. And my gosh, it's never felt so close to me personally, having now been in crypto for over 6.5 years. This is the most optimistic that I've ever been as an XRP holder specifically, with XRP being my largest individual holding in crypto. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so at the moment I record this, XRP is 51.6 cents. This is a 24-hour chart, so you can see that it's been trending upwards for, well, almost 12 hours at this point, with, I guess, the most sharp move up occurring around 9 a.m. Central Time. So it was the 24-hour low, 48.6 cents. Here you have Bitcoin, just shy of 67,000 bucks. 24-hour low, $65,445. So that was enough to spook some people. But it has been moving up for at least the last few hours or so. Here's a post from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto, posted this just this morning. He said, Bitcoin is currently on a minor capitulation, indicating that the local bottom is closer. The hash ribbon flip of buy, which I believe is imminent, will begin the huge rally to the cycle top. And I will just note, he's certainly not the only one that thinks that the bottom is close. Another very popular analyst who agrees the same would be Credible Crypto. And he posted this just this afternoon, a little over 2 hours ago. He said, the chop above $60,000 is noise to try and shake you out before $100,000 plus. And of course, he's referencing Bitcoin there. And by the way, this morning, I listened to a couple crypto videos as I was driving around and I was walking my dog at a local park. And one of them was the most recent video from Credible Crypto, which he just put out the other day. And I'll just to illustrate the confidence that he has, and you guys make your own, as always, make your own determination of what you think makes sense. Credible Crypto is very optimistic that we are absolutely going to have an insane blow-off top led by Bitcoin. And so Credible Crypto, he noted in this most recent video that he bought some call options on Bitcoin, which expire at the end of July with a strike of $80,000. So that just means if Bitcoin doesn't hit $80,000 by the end of July, he in trouble, right? And because then he loses his bet. But he does believe that it's going to be, we're going to be seeing that move to the upside. And he did set as an invalidation level for his expectations on this, where we're at right now in the market. He set an invalidation at $60,000. He says, if Bitcoin does go below $60,000, he's no longer optimistic that Bitcoin's actually going to hit over $80,000 by the end of July. But he does not think we'll be dipping below that $60,000 level. And in recent days, as I've highlighted on my channel, he has stated that maybe you do see Bitcoin get as low as $62,000 or $63,000, although we haven't seen it quite that low to this point. But as articulated just a couple hours ago, it's just noise. And yes, it scares people, obviously. There's all sorts of people that were panicking, this morning. Not really in the XRP community, because XRP's up today, but broadly in crypto, yeah, there's all sorts of people that have been losing their damn minds. And it doesn't make sense. My God, flying by the seat of your pants. Look, if you You live and die by whatever is happening from second to second in terms of price action in the world of crypto. That is no way to live life, my friend. That is no way to live life. Just have some conviction, or don't. I mean, if you don't have conviction, then maybe it doesn't make sense to even be in the asset class. But I believe this crypto pie is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, I was here when after the 2017 bull run, the market cap for the asset class, the entire asset class, got down to the lowest I remember was about 150 billion, somewhere thereabout. 150 billion. The market cap for the asset class is now 2.45 trillion. So do you think that crypto pie keeps getting bigger? Because for me, the answer is absolutely yes. I firmly believe that is going to be the case. And so somebody also asked Credible Crypto about XRP. Said, great video, as always, Cred. Was hoping you would cover XRP. Is this in a similar position to Matic, that's Polygon, as per your video? Thanks. And I'll note that in the video, and you should check it out, it's like 35-minute long video, roughly. If you got some time, it's worth listen. Unless you absolutely despise listening to technical stuff. And so, like, I don't want to be a chart analyst, but I don't mind going through that to get like the overall bigger picture, because Credible Crypto is just really good at what he does, and this is what he does for a living. But he did note that Polygon, although he had been shorting it fairly recently, the charts had indicated certain things to him, and he said, no, it's going to be blasting off absolutely. And so that's why they're asking, okay, well, is XRP in a similar situation? And Credible Crypto wrote back and said, and this is on the 15th in the evening, he said, I think XRP is still in a tight consolidation that may take a bit more time to expand from. And so at least we did see a move up today. But in terms of, when we finally get the really big move, we'll see. Maybe thinks it needs to move a little bit more sideways. But he's been very public that he's in the camp where, this market cycle, XRP is going to hit double digits, at least $10. But in all likelihood, he does believe, he's said as much publicly many times, much higher than that. There was also this from the blockchain backer on X. A big week ahead as altcoin market dances on support, Bitcoin price teeters, and XRP jumps back up. And so I did check out his video from this morning too, and that's another one worth watching, and I'm not going to rehash it, but I did have a couple comments on this. Because the blockchain backer says that, and this is a quote, he said, it's time to make or break. That's a quote, for the entire crypto market. And if you want all the rationale, just go check out his video. I don't want to regurgitate it. I just found it fascinating, so I thought I'd at least mention that. Because, and by the way, he also showed an XRP chart from 2020 when XRP was a little over 20 cents. And he noted, so then it quickly rocketed above 80 cents. And yes, it can happen that fast. And of course it placed the haters in stunned disbelief, which is going to happen again this market cycle, I believe. And so he is being pretty even-keeled in the way that he describes this stuff, but he's like, yeah, this really is just, it's the make or break moment. Either we're going to have a notable break to the downside or the upside, right? So right now, we are in another moment, just like what the blockchain backer was talking about. And if we do see XRP and the entire market blast to the upside, I mean, he'll be looking for signs of strength in terms of the typical way that Wyckoff accumulation plays out. And so he fully articulated why he believes what he believes. And I find it compelling, and he's certainly right from a historical perspective. This is what it's looked like. And so, either XRP will break to the downside with the rest of the market, or it's time to start face-melting activities. Damn it. And so, he said he'd be surprised if we don't have clear signs of what's going to happen by the end of this week. And that caught my attention. He thinks that it's most probable that by the end of this week, we're going to have some very clear signs of what is likely to occur. And I'm optimistic. Nobody knows for sure it's going to happen, but I've articulated for the entirety of 2024, I've been pretty emphatic about this. I've been sharing all sorts of reasons why I think it's most probable that the stock market keeps rallying. We do see ultimately greater breadth in terms of expansion in the stock market, and my beliefs on why I believe crypto is going to follow. So we'll find out together what happens, but I have my convictions just like all of you listening. And then there was this post from Crypto Insight UK this morning when XRP started moving. He said, no one say anything about XRP right now. I don't want to jinx it, right? Because it did start running. And so Dark Defender, another XRP chart analyst here this morning, he noted that as well. And he shared one of his posts from May 15th in which he said, keep your eye on the XRP BTC. Right. And so that particular pair is very much worth watching. And he wrote today, this morning, turning point of the story. So as far as bottoming out against Bitcoin, he does seem to think, based on that, like this is it. And look, so here's the latest XRP BTC chart. I've said many times, and I stand by this. I'm not a chart guy, so I don't pretend to know where bottoms are. That's why my strategy as far as being in crypto is I buy stuff, and since I don't know exactly what the price action is going to be, I just hold a long time because I do have strong conviction that we have a bigger crypto pie, and it just works out over the long haul. And then I don't need to be in the nitty gritty in terms of behaviors. So I like tracking this because I have strong interest in crypto, but behaviorally, I literally do nothing. Like, honestly, I've been in crypto for like 6.5 years. I barely know how to use a damn cryptocurrency exchange because I don't touch them. Because I'm a good boy. Because when I buy stuff, it goes into cold storage. And so I'm not as familiarized with it. And I think that's how it should be, but that's not how it is. Like, if you are very fluid with how to use all like cryptocurrency exchanges and you don't sweat it when you're, well, maybe you're using them too much. Maybe you are getting in and out of positions a little bit too much, you know? Just my personal opinion, my humble opinion, take it for what it's worth. But I've been saying, I think eventually, as evidenced by every previous market cycle, XRP finds a bottom against Bitcoin. And so with each new bottom, we think it's that's it. We hope that's it, right? And then time passes, sometimes months, and then there's another one. Then months pass, oh, there's another low against Bitcoin. Well, that's normal. That happens. And so the most recent low we did have on June 7th, although I'll note this too, because I've been saying this, that we had this most recent low. It depends on which exchange you're talking about. So on what I have right here on TradingView right now, it's the XRP BTC pair. I pulled it up on Binance just because they're the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume. But there are other exchanges where I don't think it wicked down, like pulling from memory, for instance, I think perhaps Bitstamp didn't. So maybe we're splitting hairs, and the chart guys can tell me what they use to confirm what's the actual bottom, since you do have different collections of humans trading, causing different market volatility in very short terms on different exchanges. They're different ecosystems. But either way, even if not a technical bottom, if you look at how it averages out, it's about there anyway. So the point is, from the Dark Defender, he's pretty much right. So that's it. We are going to be heading to the upside. And he's not the only one that believes this. Here's a post from chart analyst Nick Crypto Crusader, and he wrote, XRP could explode at any second. And he shared a little video clip, and he's getting into something that it's like, I've been beating this into people's heads because I just think it makes the most sense, and it is worth repeating because it is true, and I want to make sure as many people are aware of this as possible. When XRP looks this poorly priced against Bitcoin, these are the moments before it goes. And he's saying, look, it is so, it's right there. History shows us this is when it goes. It could be any moment. And that is true. Like, we didn't know that we were going to have a, fun 5% bump for XRP while the rest of the market, well, most overall coins, way in the red. So it's fun when we have days like this. Now, it's not the huge explosive day, but he's saying, yeah, but it could come at any second. Now, I've been running this YouTube channel for over half a decade. I don't normally talk like that, and I don't normally agree with those types of comments because most of the time we're not in a bull market. So it makes sense that I wouldn't normally say that stuff, and I wouldn't normally agree that such and such so-and-so is imminent. At this particular junction in time, given that we are in a bull market, I have to agree. I do, and I firmly agree. I don't pretend to know when XRP is going to go, but if my convictions end up being proven correct and we are going to see expansion in the stock market and expansion in crypto markets, then yeah, that sooner, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever it ends up being, yes. And so it's kind of neat and exciting too. You could wake up any day and it's just like, it's just running. And today was one of those days, just to a much smaller degree than what we ultimately want, but doesn't mean we can't get there. I believe we will. Here's a post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto, also talking about the XRP BTC pair, which frankly, in terms of figuring out what's happening, big picture for this market cycle, it's actually, I would argue, it's more interesting than the XRP USD chart, even though obviously, we care about XRP appreciating against fiat currencies, including the United States. Yes, of course, I get that. But in terms of figuring out what's actually going on here, is this the time where it's going, yeah, when you see XRP break against Bitcoin, that's a telltale sign, which happened in every previous market cycle. And so here's what D. Greg Crypto had to say. XRP BTC, Atlantic and Pacific line. This is what he called this. And if you're looking at the screen, you can perhaps hazard a guess as to why. And he says, note one, XRP BTC is dancing on the Atlantic and Pacific line. It dipped, but the bull swooped in and bought that dip. Note 2, XRP BTC has been falling for 11 monthly candles. This is unprecedented in the history of XRP/BTC. And so I will just add this. So that, and I'll take his word. I didn't go back and count. I'll just take his word that that's the longest in history. But that's not the only thing that is the most of that metric in history. Like, for instance, Bollinger Bands. Isn't that kind of fascinating? Bollinger Bands being tightened, the tightest they've ever been in the history of XRP. The second tightest was in 2017 before XRP just blew like crazy. And when that happens, although tight Bollinger Bands don't indicate whether you're going to see an explosive move to the upside or downside, they do indicate that there will be an explosive move. That's going to happen. So what is most probable? Well, given that we're in a bull market, you know what my guess is. So it's just fascinating. And with XRP having consolidated now for over 6 years, it's going to be amazing. Like I have a feeling this is going to go higher than most people are ready for. And then he says, note 3, since the high in November 2020, XRP BTC has endured the longest downfall in history, lasting 43 months. Note 4, Fib 702 and 786 levels haven't been tested since the high in May 2017. Stay steady because note 5 is coming. Happy tears, or maybe tears? Happy tears are on the horizon around Fib 702, Fib 1. But you could take that anyway. Tears are tears, yeah, like tearing to the upside, or you're crying tears of joy. It's one of those. It's one of those. And it's going to be glorious though when it comes. Like, I agree with the sentiment. Like, you don't have to be a genius to figure out what is most probable here. And to everybody that thinks XRP is dead, then why do we randomly have days like this? Isn't that kind of weird too? XRP is now up 5.67% over the last 24 hours, about to hit 52 cents. You know, and that's the highest it's been within the last 24 hours, just about. 24-hour high, 51.9851 cents, according to Live Coin Watch. So take it for what it's worth, but I am in the camp of, like, anybody that says XRP could blow at any moment. I am in that camp. I'm not most of the time that I've been holding XRP, but now am I? Yes, absolutely. And we'll just find out together when that happens. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.